Today's a beautiful day because we're talking baseball. And today I'm making a very special video for a special guy. And I'm at a very special place. Welcome everyone, this is Hugo with Signs of the Pastime. And today I'm at Huggins Stengel Field in St. Petersburg, Florida, where it was the practice field for the New York Yankees from 1925 until 1961. And I'm doing a video response here at this special location for my good friend Dylan over at Double D Vintage Baseball Cards. Dylan is a great guy, a great friend. I want to do a real special video for him for his challenge, which he asked us to show cards that match, cards that go together, that you know, when you put them side by side, you're like, oh yeah, those definitely are a match. So I brought some out to this location today specifically because all these cards, as you'll see, match. They all match because they're all taken right here. All these cards from baseball card history, the photos were taken right here on this property. So you'll recognize a lot of these, and some may be new to this or new to these cards. But what I'm going to start off with, give you a little tour. Right now it's being used as a facility for children, teen outreach type programs. Kids come out here and play sports and just have a good time, which is nice to see. The field is still here. It's actually still intact from, this is the original field. Nothing's been changed to it since the Yankees played here way back then. So it's kind of a thrill to be here, to be honest. It's just a ballpark right in the middle of this neighborhood. And I love it. I love this place. Anyway, let's get into the cards. I'm going to start with that card. It's named Huggins Stengel Field, and it's of course Miller Huggins, who was the manager at the time when the Yankees began practicing here. So this really special card from 62 Topps, which shows the Babe with Mr. Huggins. See the trees behind him and all that. That was like right there. Those buildings from back then. And that card matches all these cards that I'm going to show you real quick. There's Miller Huggins with the Babe and Lou Gehrig. Look at Lou Gehrig, man. Look, that guy was in great shape. Look how he, just a built guy, man. But so those cards go together. And then years later, when Casey Stengel took over, there was Joe McCarthy, then Stengel took over. The main guy for the Yankees at that time in the 50s was, of course, none other than Mickey Mantle. And Mickey Mantle was here as well. You see the trees in the back. This Stengel hanging out with Mickey. They were probably standing in this area here. One great manager that managed the Yankees in the last season they were here in 1961, which was a historic season. We know about Maris's record-breaking home run season, and the Yankees won the World Series. And the manager that led them was Ralph Houck. As you can see, Ralph's like, hey, don't forget about me. See how he's shouting there? And it's like, well, the other ones had star players, but if you look behind Ralph, there's Yogi right there. That's Yogi Berra. See the trees behind them? They were probably hanging out somewhere right there. Right there is the bullpen. So I think that's where Ralph Houck was for that card. How cool is that? All right, so those match. Now, these cards, when I was a kid, I didn't have any vintage. The closest I had to vintage was just vintage photos on cards. Who remembers this 1987 high grade series? Anytime I would see these cards, I'm like, where was Joe D at? Look at all those trees. What park was he at? Is he like in the middle of the woods? Just like Yogi. Look behind Yogi. See the trees? I love trees. I love Yogi. I love baseball. Anyway, I'm getting giddy like Dylan does, okay? Dylan just, he gets so excited about cards, and I want to be that excited. And I'm excited that I'm here. And there's Mickey's. Same card. So you see these three. Joe D, I would have these in my collection. And I would see these Yankee greats, and I'm like, where are these guys at? Where are these trees? Where's this magical place that exists? And here I am. It's in St. Pete, in the middle of this neighborhood. I mean, look at this. It's just like houses back there. It's just houses. There's people walking around, walking their dogs. playing pickleball and whatnot. There's like tennis courts right behind you. This is a park. This is where people are having fun, and that's why this place is so special. The Yankees came. It was springtime. They were having so much fun because everywhere else in the country it's cold, it's frigid. But here they were in the sunshine in Florida. Everyone was having a good time. They're all hopeful for the season. Everyone was in a good mood. They were rested. They were happy. So I'm going to show you some happy cards. Who remembers this guy? Charlie Severa, the backup catcher for Yogi Berra. And look at that photo. Look who's in it. Photobomb by Yogi. And see behind him? More trees. It was right here. I want to say this was taken right there somewhere, because you can see the infield behind them. So they're probably right there in the middle of the diamond, taking photos. And look how happy they are. Look at that. I'd be happy if I was Charlie Severa too. 6 World Series rings. He had a good career, but he was a backup catcher, right? Great backup catcher to this guy, Yogi. This is my only Yogi autograph. And look at it. It's for Ballpark Franks. And where's he at? He's at the ballpark. This is a park. This is a ballpark. This is where Yogi was at. Cool signature. Now check this out. Now I don't have many vintage here, but when Stadium Club and Pinnacle were putting out cards, they have such cool images that it's like stuff I've never seen before. And again, it's vintage with modern. And I collect both, and I enjoy both. And I think you can have just as much fun collecting modern as you do vintage. That's my opinion, because look at that. Look at that photo of Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse. Have you ever seen Lou Gehrig having that much fun on a card before? I don't think so. This Stadium Club card just captures the essence of spring training. Look how happy he is. He's just like, yeah, I'm rested. I'm ready to go. Woo, I'm jumping in the air. It's spring, baby. Let's go. And that's what Lou is saying. Look at him. Look at that smile. You see behind him? The beautiful trees over here. Man, I love it. And look at Mickey Mantle. Have you ever seen Mickey Mantle this happy in a car? Look at him. He's on the ground. It must be a workout, a team workout. And they're just stretching. See the trees behind him? Look at Mick. What a happy guy. That's it, Mickey. That's it, Mickey. Oh, Mickey Mantle's having fun. It's just happy times. I love it. And then I'll show some more cards that match. I showed you the Joe D earlier. Look, the same photo, but now in a modern Topps archives. It's the same photo, but look at that. It's been remastered. And look how crisp that photo is of Joe D. I love the look of this card. Of course, in the, what is this, 1980? Joe D was out there somewhere in center field, taking that photo, that iconic photo. There's the Diamond Kings of Yogi, again, right here at this field. And check this one out. You got Babe Ruth with Lou Gehrig shaking hands. See behind him? Oh yeah, you know what I'm about to say. I see it as a sort of a passing of the torch. Like Babe is telling Lou, okay, you're the man now. Just like in this photo where Lou Gehrig's with Joe D. See what's behind him? It's right here at this ballpark. And I think Lou must be telling him the same thing. All right, you're the man now, Joe. How cool is that? So those cards go together. All those cards just match. As you can see, every single one of these, every single photo was taken right here in this ballpark. In this beautiful, majestic park. The Yankees played here. The greats of baseball. Ran around these bases. Took batting practice right there. Let's get a closer look. Just to think, all the guys that hit from this home plate. And this is the view that all these guys had. All these Yankee greats through the years. On first baseline, I'm so giddy. I'm showing you guys like you've never seen a baseball field before. But when I'm here, I just think of the history, everything that's happened here. And I'm excited. The feeling you have when baseball season starts, I want to have that in my collecting experience. Okay, I want to always be a fresh. My last video, if you watch, I didn't get permission to film there, so I had to kind of do a quick in and out. But I got permission for this one. They said it was cool to come on the field. How cool is that? So I'm gonna enjoy it. I want to run those bases, man. So you don't have to watch me run the bases. I'm gonna show some cards on the screen whose photos were all taken here at Huggins-Stengel Field. And yes, that is my real speed. Woo! Man, good thing I stretched with Mickey earlier. I am ready to wrap this up. When I was at the plate, I pictured hitting a home run into Crescent Lake. Right there, imagine how many baseballs are in that lake. Legend has it that Babe Ruth and Mickey Mantle hit them in there on a regular basis. Now this building here is the old clubhouse, the original building. And just outside of the clubhouse are these two tributes, one for Miller Huggins, who led the Yankees in the 20s and was a St. Pete resident, and Casey Stengel, who not only managed the Yankees here, but also when the Mets became a franchise. And this is the inside of the clubhouse. As you can see, it's now offices for Tasco, and we're going to go over what's on these walls. Some of these items were donated by Ray Negron. As you see here, in an original locker, got books and hats. There's some jerseys in here. A picture of the boss, a strawberry jersey, a Babe Ruth, a replica. And here's a cool picture of Roger Maris playing with his children. Look behind him, the water tower. And right next to it, look at this photo. Looks like Ralph Houck giving some instructions. Got the photographers, a few Yankee players just sitting there listening to the coach. And look in the back, this Crescent Lake, and look at those classic cars. Yankees 25-61. This was their spring home practice field. And there's Billy Martin and his locker right next to Mickey Mantle's. As you go over, this is a picture of Miller Huggins at the field in 1927, the year of Murderers Row. Incredible. And there he is, taking batting practice, the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. And here is the ceremony where they unveiled the marker that sits outside the clubhouse for Miller Huggins. And here's Casey Stengel. This photo is taken here, as was the 59 Topps, right here in this clubhouse. And Joe DiMaggio at his locker in 1938. Looking dapper. And we go down here and is Elston Howard, who should be in the Hall of Fame, in my opinion. And look at this. Marilyn Monroe was here during spring training of 1961. Look at the water tower behind her. And right next to her is her sweetheart, Joe DiMaggio, who is shaping his bat with the bone. An old practice that the old school guys used to do. How cool is that? And we'll come back to that photo. And here's Casey Stengel with the boys in the clubhouse right here in this building. Got a little heater there. It's probably late February, still a little chilly sometimes in Florida. And now here we are with Miller Huggins, Jacob Ruper, who's the owner of the Yankees. Kind of looks like Babe Ruth a little bit. They could pass for brothers. And they're looking up probably at that water tower. And look at the guy in the back chilling with a pipe in his mouth. How cool. And the great Bambino again, taking batting practice. You see the photographers in the background. Lots of photos. And here is the great Joe McCarthy, who is the winningest manager all time in Yankee history. Won 7 World Series championships. Doesn't have his name on the building, but it's okay. He's still a legend. As much as this guy here, Joe Torre, who of course led all those great 90s Yankees teams. Nelson Cruz was here. Daryl McDaniels of Run DMC was standing right here in this little entrance to the clubhouse. This photo was signed by Babe Ruth's daughter, Julia Ruth Stevens. We see here sitting underneath that beautiful water tower. And there's the king of SWAT, Babe Ruth, signing autographs. Man, would it be nice to have one of those. Casey Stengel sitting outside the clubhouse. The trees again. Look at Casey. And Miller Huggins sitting in his office right here in this building. And Dwight Gooden paid a visit. He was standing right here, right next to the boss. The photo of the boss right there. And there's Gooden's jersey hanging in here. Just so awesome. And you come back here and you get to see the old beams, all original. And the Orioles also played here for a few years, from 92 to 95. And this Cal Ripken sitting in front of his locker right in this building. And also the Mets played here. You see in this cool photo? Look at that. The legend of Sid Finch began right here. As did the legend Nolan Ryan, who began his career right here in this field. Casey Stengel once again. And there's the placard telling you the years the Mets played here. Now right here to the corner we see some aerial shots of the field. So you can see there were two fields out in right field. There was another one where they would practice. And there's a picture of Marilyn Monroe again next to that water tower. And we will end it right here with this great drawing of Babe Ruth, where they were celebrating his birthday. Linda Ruth Tossetti, who was his granddaughter, was here. And she signed this piece and thanking the great people at Tasco who run this facility now. And they were very generous and kind in letting me come inside to film all this, to get on the field, and just take my time and do what I came here to do, which was to make a video response from my friend Dylan, whose card room is awesome and is a match to this great place that I'm standing at right now. So thanks for this challenge, Dylan, and thank you to everyone who's watched this video. Take care and double shaka.
Look how much fun I'm having. It's spring. Oh, I love Florida. I love St. Pete. Oh, looks good. Come on, you bum. Hustle. Come on. This is when you get ready for the season. I need to win another championship. Let's go.